Hi, this is Lisa Guthrie. I'm at 10507 Aurora, Seattle, Washington, 91333. And I'm just looking at some of my notes. But importantly, there is a rather tenacious black Nazi crack whore, and her name is Sunday. And she's hiding alternately between the janitor's room and the crawl space. And if, you might not believe it, but it's been streamcasted. And the dirty whore is threatening me with slavery. And she said, and when I raise my arm, blah. She goes to Elizabeth Gregory home. She's probably 10 generations of welfare crap. And by the way, one of the other smelly black Nazis is the security guard. And he said, I'm going to have to hit her in the bathroom. The noise will travel. Yeah, the security guard says he'll have to hit her in the bathroom because the noise will travel. It could travel when the security guard hits me but the security guard isn't going to get away with it. I'm going to hit back. And the security guard doesn't even work here. But see, when I the LaSalle apartments, they were committing crimes there as well. That's the smelly black prostitute is trying to get a slave. That's the goal of your average smelly black prostitute. Smelly white moron that's in with them, like the crackers and the other homes. And actually, every so anyway. What's going to happen is I ATF cut. And I would like the ATF actually to roll in and just take everybody in Washington. There's nobody left. And those so-called government plans to round up, it's not just that they're homeless. We're talking of the earth criminals. They're involved with police in plots against the government and NATO countries, talking poor little homeless people. We're talking Bloods, Zetas, and Asian street gang members. So there's zero bums that are hiding inside. I go out, then there's smelly black Nazis, white retards that will pretend even that they're police and they can arrest you, and they'll threaten you for your purse or your bag or whatever you have, which I carry a back, call it a purse. And then they'll glass every day. There's an attempt at an assault kidnapping. Shooting plot. And this is so if you bring in the tanks and just start killing homeless people, that'd be actually a good thing. They need it. You need to kill the smelly black Nazis too. Make sure. Now I'm going to brush my teeth and start getting ready to go through the same thing. Oh, we urinated in your water, we're ejaculating. Doesn't matter that you ran the water. Oh, 50 some of those are under radiation. There's radiation in there. Nazis, other retards, and bums that are actual Seattle Police Department sometimes, and then security. That are a couple of them are smelly black Nazis. And cutting. And ovary and hero. Every black Nazi or it's not a hero. If it likes black Nazi, hero. The scum in America, it's not a hero. It's a zombie like you, girl. Anyone against me is anyway, I have asthma, allergies, chemical disease, chronic fatigue. I have bleeding ulcers, and I have arthritis, bad back. You know, you're up. You're up. I'm Brush My Teeth. This is Lisa Guthrie at 10507 Aurora Avenue North, Seattle, Washington, 98133. There's a whore playing you may have seen, and the whore is, believe it or not, in a crawl space, and there are people hiding in an empty janitor's room, and they're scummy Satanist morons playing you may have seen, and they're the excrement of the world playing judge. Excrement, not excellent. So I'm going to start getting ready. They're playing Mobley, passenger. So one of the morons, it's the smelly security guard. He has a gun. He is not a policeman. He is and even if he were, this is totally illegal. It's illegal to stand with whores and bums and terrorize someone into reacting so they can drag you off. That's one of the hopes that the dirty cops do, or even like building managers when they target some people. It is the hope that they can actually intimidate you into coming out of your apartment and into Now, I don't have time to write down every. They are doing psychic attacks, so I don't have time to write that down. They're playing we're going to tame you. And so black Nazis think they're going to have slaves, and they've started in on other states, and they've started in on other countries. The smellier son wanted me to let her son in. So I asked her which son. Was it the one who's supposed to be your daughter? I'm not letting in any of them. There's a whore hissing. I'd spread those legs. So these are like bonobo chimps. Minds out of their pants, their hands out of their pants, or putting it in your water, and threatening you with rape, including the men. They cannot keep their hands out of your pants. They are like monkeys, and this has infested not only the black Nazis, but of course the whites or others that are involved as well. The dirty. We're going to get. No, and the thing is, you're not going to get a friend person and when you've scratched me, and when I know what you've done and what you're doing. The smelly security guard, missing Europeans, and missing British, and missing 2 Irish, and it's about 50 of them, and then hundreds of Americans, which I don't care as much about the Americans if they're not pre-13 years ago or 12 years ago. At least 13, because they're zombies now. So my primary care is people from other countries or pre-zombie of Americans. Otherwise, I don't care. So one of the goals here, they thought they had a riot where they have 1,000 people. One of the horrors played, we have someone in uniform abducting you. Well, the thing is, I don't respect people in uniform unless they absolutely are who they say they are. And if they're committing a crime, they're not, it doesn't matter if they're wearing a uniform. You can call 911 on them. So if it's, let's say it's a nurse and she's following you around, and it's not legal to say, oh, I'm committing, obviously. And so what you do is you call the police on the nurse. You can send a video to Washington State licensure. I would say it's even a security guard. You can take a video. Security guards can't come up and say, oh, I'm arresting you. They're not police. The bum's talking about bullets. It's a fag security guard from the police department's list of friends, I guess, but he's not a policeman. Not a policeman at all. Not a policeman. He's just somebody that Officer Bobby has sex with. That's why the bitch thinks he's so big, just like any little bitch lover. Just like any bitch, any mistress, you know, they get guy ideas. Little bitch is the mistress of Officer Bobby. He thinks he's a big man. Big man, big man. Oh no, one's bigger. One's smaller, like 5'8". But that's for sure. And his boss is the Pike Place Market Preservation Development Authority. These are all bums for all time. Hi, this is Washington 133. I'm just 59. My shower, and there's a security place sex with Officer Bobby. He's not a policeman. Elizabeth Gregory that were here, and one named Sunday, Stinky Black Whore, the Black Blood Lady. Actually, if the British people, you're a piece 300 that I know of, there, or hundreds, there could be. Claim, it's popular in gangs. You're going to let them deprive you of food, torture you. Like a new woman, everything. So that this isn't America anymore. being run by absolutely did the truth. People who theorized or proposed it was friends, so they followed me around telling everybody there's really no friends. And then when they told everybody I even take on lots when I have plenty of big like bottles, and then you take it with you and you take the officers. It absolutely drives the bombs. The bombs think they're going to play with it. So remember this, you hide behind the habits right where they are. There's a whore thinking she's doing magic. She's playing double boogie man. Chelsea every time. Chops every yeah, 3 times. So she cursed back. Go. The like gang threat, looking at Elizabeth Gregory, the big bitch of Sunday to kick me out. She will do. Not gonna put up black they and other shit. And her children people fell with it. Which are merely half 15 years ago. I don't want. So all these I mean just these are ugly, retarded that nobody wants. I don't like black men. I think they're ugly, retarded rapists. And that I grow at you. I don't want retards. I don't want they're saying I'm cursing them. Am I threatening them? No, I'm and on either side of me. But this is important. It's radiation. And now every black Nazi, every time period, every place. Done. See, these are zombies. And you heard I'm sure you heard that. If you can hear me, you can hear that shit. So they fell with Satan 13 years ago. There's nobody left. None. Nobody left but there's one. Everybody else did. We have people who like doing it. So that's the same game. What the retardos can't seem to realize, and they know you're saying it the same thing, saying it a different way. It's basically playing, we're going to make something out of you. Kills all of you. Kills every American zombie, every black Nazi permanently. And what you say you do, you're going to still fall more on no matter how you do it. And the curse will rebound onto you. The president them also they've had because they ripped a lot of head from me like a fall guy. They're going to pretend it's Ireland or Italy, mine. And the black Nazi like a butter that looks like a man. It's supposed to be a big secret. So all see is like the ugly Nazi retards would slip in a curse at me and then shut up every black Nazi no matter what you say or do. Absolutely all of you. And destroys who targeted my favorites. Even if you're so my favorites include, as you Ireland, Italy, but let's see, it's Ireland, Wales, Europe, of course, and then I like there was more head ripping, by the way, and also Russians and Ukraine. And of course, I worry everything. I worry about other planets. I worry about nature. I don't now illegal service. There's no light in the bathroom anyway because it takes them like months and months. They're not right, and they are zombies, busy doing things. So I can't even look at news crashes in the middle. Oh gosh, I got a crash because they sprinkled me 3 times yesterday on the bus. So if you want, well, I don't think it's that safe to come to America. And even if you're another gang, it's really not that safe, away from these gangs in some way they're up to. Try to get a hold of camera to view. But So I'll be going out to 100 and Aurora for Sunday, and she'll be threatening me also at Elizabeth home, which is 50th, if I'm correct. And I get out from 105th and Aurora. I ride down to 85th and Aurora. Then turn, and the bus is there, and it goes east. It goes east to, it's an east direction at First District, University District. I get off 5th and University Way, and across the street, well, Market. And then directly ahead of is University Heights, and then shirt. Thought I took a shirt in. It was raw, and if here I could be talking quietly, and there's people that sort of tune in and throw for certain actions, which is like food. It's all about the shittiest. Just want to protect her, and were threatening me about me. It's like that ignorant devil thing you hear, because walk and shut investigations down. If someone's accused of being racist toward black people, and believe me, the racist black people will take it. So in between raping you, trying to murder you, even threatening to cut you up or throwing glass on you, they'll make sure that people think you're a racist. And everybody's a zombie retard these days anyway. So they'll even do social engineering, where it's beyond social engineering actually, where retarded white people will actually think it's appropriate to then start hurting people that are alleged racists. And is it appropriate? No, it can be manipulated by retarded black Nazis is what's fuck shit ass bitch. This is Lisa Guthrie at 107 Aurora Avenue North, Seattle, Washington, 98133. And a few minutes ago, one of the bums started threatening me, and he said something about cutting me, and he said, and afterward you won't want to go out. All they're going to do is make me eat it. And I know how stupid you think he could walk after cutting someone. And then the whore was on my telling me, if you say one more thing. So it's too bad I didn't have the Streamcast on at the time. You could have heard a direct. There's also a plot, by the way, to bury me in a tunnel, and there's a pylon threat, like this black Nazi butt with somebody and somebody else, and they thought they moved me from pylon to pylon. It's like a station. So this is Seattle, Washington, by the way. So apparently the bums are using freeway pylons as drop-off places in regard to crime. So if there's somebody who's law enforcement, the pylons might be interesting. The creep that threatened me, the door slammed. He went at Nazis. There's two of them. One's crazy looking. Well, they both are crazy. One's just more effeminate. The other one smells like fecal. And smells like fecal of, well, keeps pants down. Kind of funny if you think of something, never mind. Having to hold their. That's your average gang man, smart enough to think of toilet paper. They can think of crack, but they can't think of toilet paper and stuff. So they're going to rob you for your $38 haul from each weekend. Believe me, they threatened me for that. Or maybe your haul from the dollars such a. They're playing seals you. These bums, remember, they're Satanists, so they're magical. And see, why would you accept even in an authority? That's sort of an oxymoron right there. The authority of a moron. it's not a paradox. There's a definite contradiction in terms to think that a moron should have power on. And there is security working in the building. He has no other, doesn't belong in the building. So we turn it on. Or it's illegal surveillance, just doing illegal. There is no friend here. There is no, I would let. There is no friend. The gang member over that forces or something comes in. If it's not security, I hope the neighbor realizes that you're threatened any hauled off. You could get hauled off. Just no. So it's better or my words, and that's pretty much the whole building. And a Zeta or an Asian street gang member can count on the fact they are child molesters. One of the whores is threatening me over the microphone. Earlier in the broadcast, I was telling how they had whores with Gregory, I believe. It's the same voices that I, am familiar with at Elizabeth Gregory. And by the way, Bombs is threatening me. And now remember what? Oh, and by the way, you ugly bitch down the hall, I want you to come out and just think that you might not be walked afterward. I'm telling you, ATF. I'm telling you, step process. And all these rumors about rounding up homeless people, well, it's not just people, it's people in low income. Everyone needs to be euthanized. There's nobody left. Start with the black Nazis and the friends of the black Nazis, then you're going to have an excellent, you just euthanize the bastards. I've seen in my life. And they have, and I'm not threatening, I'm getting the word out there. Be someone 105th, some blood or Zeta, or even Asian SME, or at 85th and Aurora, where the bus transfers. Whores at Elizabeth Gregory will menacing. Menacing also includes, which the whores at Elizabeth Gregory do quite a lot. The thing about nobody likes you, nobody wants you, well, the thing is, if you wanted somebody here or anywhere, you'd be sick. If you wanted an American and you saw it, you'd realize they're all zombies. There's no one to want, no one to like. So it doesn't matter what they do. It doesn't matter that they don't like you. Let him get away with slashing at me. And it's good to be with these conspiracy theories. Oh, it's the government. Some of them are, by the way, that are promoting the conspiracy. And some of what they're saying, like, legally, I can do what I want. Or am I going to fight? But I've another whore, and her name is Daphne. And she's ugly. When a big fat hoe calls me so desperate, black Nazi, you can't go ugly after that. Guy man. Not lewd. Oh. Now remember, Someone thought I'd come out and cut me. Let's waiting. So one of the that he'd have thousands of people in the building riot. I think it was. They've also threatened the structure of the building, which is common among gangs. Whether they're crazy enough. If you think, well, they're crazy, well, why wouldn't you think they'd be crazy enough to charge? Oh. Go to hell. One idiot drove up on the sidewalk yesterday. I don't even know what that was about. Remember, they're zombies. And then you add drugs and alcohol to zombie. Father, who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. I'm going to come. Your will be done as it is in heaven. Just forgive our trespasses as we forgive those who trespass against us. Lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. Thine is kingdom, power, and the glory forever. Amen. Spy on them for you. There's a whore doing psychic attacks. She's playing brains. If you look at people and measure them, like, oh, some people might think that could beat you up. Well, look at it. Look at it. It's frail. It's nothing. Lisa Guthrie. I'm still I'm at 105th and Aurora. It's got about 8 minutes before the bus. The camera shut off. Ooh, wobbly camera. I'm trying to make it so it's not so large. It's blurry. Ooh, there's a lot of... Hi, this is Lisa Guthrie. I'm at 10507 Aurora Avenue North, Seattle, Washington. 98133. Actually, it's 105th and Aurora, and this address is slightly different because it's not in the building. This guy across the street is up to no good. Nobody's normal. And this, by the way, if you believe in the ESP, the creep across the street thinks he'll live in a mansion if he hurts me. He's playing Spread and Bible. Earlier, one of the whores was playing The Bible Curses You. So this thing thinks he's going to try something, and usually they'll try to have formations, like even like 2 street toughs down the road, or one trying to intimidate me. It's good he's going past. Doesn't mean danger's over. Those other guys are no good either. They're playing policeman. Trying to get my water bottle in there. It's terrible. It's Pine Sol. It's fragrant. Smell really. Yeah. Nice to meet. My hands stink like Pine Sol. Nice to meet you. Hi.
Yeah.
Same for a bus ticket.